Hi, this is Suje, working as an assistant professor in AI-based department in SNS College of Engineering. Today, we are going to see about knowledge representation issue. The fundamental goal of knowledge representation is to facilitate inference from knowledge. The issue that arise while using PR techniques are many. Some of these are explained below. Important attributor. Any attribute of objects so basic that they occur in almost every problem domain. There are two attributed, instance and ISA, that are general significance. These attributes are important because they support property inheritance. The relationship among attributes. Any important relationship that exists among object attributed. The attributes we use to describe objects are themselves entities that we represent. The relationship between the attribute of an object, independent of specific knowledge, they encode may hold properties like inverse. This is about consistency check. While a value is added to one attribute, the entities are related to each other in many different ways. The next is existence in an ISA hierarchy. This is about generalization specification like classes of objects and specialized subsets of those classes. There are attributes and specialization of attributes. For example, the attribute height is a specialization of general attribute physical size, which is in turn a specialization of physical attribute. These generalization specialization relationships are important for attributes because they support inheritance. Technique for reasoning about values. This is about reasoning values of attributes not given explicitly. Several kinds of information are used in reasoning like height must be in a unit of length, age of a person cannot be greater than the age of a person's parent. The value are often specified when a knowledge base is created. Single valued attribute. This is about a specific attribute that is guaranteed to take a unique value. For example, a baseball player can at time have only a single height and be a member of only one team. PR system take different approaches to provide support for single valued attribute. Choosing granularity. At what level of detail should the knowledge be represented? Regardless of the KR formalism, it is necessary to know at what level should the knowledge be represented and what are the primitives. Should there be a small number or should there be a large number or low level primitives or high level facts? High level facts may not be adequate for inference, while low level primitives may require a lot of storage. Example of granularity. Suppose we are interested in following facts. Sean spotted Sue. This could be represented as spotted agent John object Sue. Such a representation would make it easy to answer questions such as who spotted Sue? Suppose we want to know, did John see Sue? Given only one fact, we can't discover that answer. We can add other facts such as spotted XY implies saw XY. We can now infer the answer to that question. Set of object. How should set of object be represented? There are certain properties of object that are true as member of a set, but not as individual. Then to describe these facts, the only way is to attach assertion to the sets representing people, sheep, and English. In the above example, consider the assertion made in the sentences. There are more sheep than people in Australia, and English speakers can be found all over the world. The reason to represent set of object is if a property is true for all or most element of a set, then it is more efficient to associate it once with the set rather than to associate it explicitly with every element of the set. This is done in logical representation through the use of universal quantifier and in hierarchical structure where node represents sets and inheritance propagates set level assertion down to individual. Finding right structure. Given a large amount of knowledge stored in a database, how can relevant part are accessed when they are needed? This is about access to right structure for describing a particular situation. This requires selecting an initial structure and then revising the choice. While doing so, it is necessary to solve following problems. How to perform an initial selection of the most appropriate structure, how to fill an appropriate detail from the current situation, how to find a better structure if the one chosen initially turn out not to be appropriate, what to do if none of the available structures is appropriate, when to create a new structure. Thank you. We can see the next topic in next class.